Hello, I'm Rachel Jones for the Finance News Network. Joining me from Calidus Resources is CEO Dave Reeves. Welcome, Dave.
Thanks very much for having me.
So first up, if we could just start with a brief introduction to your company.
Sure, so Calidus is a gold exploration and development company. Our main project is the Warrawoona Project, located in the Pilbara of Western Australia. It's a very simple story. It's a well-known goldfield, first mined in 1897, but has been held back from modern day development because of a patchwork ownership. We've managed to consolidate that, and hence we've got a pretty exciting development opportunity coming up ahead.
So could you tell us a bit more about the size of the resource?
We actually only listed in June last year, and we had a 400,000 ounce inferred resource. But we've since taken that with just under 20,000 metres of drilling to just over 700,000 ounces total indicated and inferred. So the indicated component of that is 541,000 ounces, so a really good base for the year ahead to launch from.
And what is the stage of the project at the moment?
So it's really exploration and drilling, I suppose development drilling with that resource base. What we're seeing in the year ahead is step out drilling on all directions from the ore body, because it is open in all directions. Lots of news flow coming with that. But really about drilling, adding resource base, cracking the magic million ounce resource mark, and building till we have enough resources to supply at least 100,000 ounce per annum gold mine in the future.
Is there anything else you can tell us about the plans for the year ahead?
Yeah, so when you compare the 20,000 metres we did last year, the coming year we're doing 50,000 metres, so quite a step up. In parallel with that, we'll be doing regional exploration. So the Klondike area where the main resource is maybe a 7.5 kilometre long shear zone, but outside that we've got just over 360 square kilometres of tenure that we need to have a look at. Really hasn't seen much exploration at all, and any exploration was mainly done back in the 1980s. So we see a real opportunity there for blue sky discoveries.
And now to finances. Can you give us an update on the requirements for funding?
Sure, we did a $10 million raise late last year, so we're pretty well funded at the moment, just over $9 million in the bank at the end of the last quarter. So that sees us through the planned program for the year ahead.
Last question, Dave. Why should someone invest in Calidus?
So we think we've got a really solid resource base that underpins our valuation as we stand today. We've got that quite aggressive drill program coming up in the year ahead, lots of news flow, and the aim of that drilling is obviously to add more resources. When you add more resources, you're adding more value, and therefore you'd expect to see, share price appreciation with that. We are looking at the regional side of the business as well, and you never know, there could be that big treasure trove waiting to be discovered out there. We're one of the few independent gold explorer developers on the horizon. So we see it's a good time to invest for people who want that upside on discovery ounces, and just a very exciting year ahead.
Dave Reeves, thanks for the update.
A pleasure.